All right, guys, thanks for joining me again and coming back and checking out what we're going to do right now. So, our gondola is now fully dried. She's got that beautiful patina. Her original dents and scratches are still there, but now doesn't have the look of dried out plastic, but still has that beautiful, massive Lionel look to it. And I did keep the original dull and flat and dried out just like it was before. But now look at that. Now it matches the rest of the train. I polished out the wheels so the underneath looks great. And to do any polishing, I do all my wheel polishing with a Dremel polishing wheel. It's not a polishing stone. Don't use a polishing stone. You got to get the rubberized, kind of real hard rubberized polishing wheel. And they sell these wherever they sell all Dremel parts, all Lowe's, all Ace Hardwares, all Home Depots. In their tool section carry Dremel tool parts. And where you buy the little wire brushes and all the little attachments, they sell the polishing wheel. The polishing wheel comes just the wheel by itself. You don't get this metal stem with it, but you buy extra stems. They sell them there too for specifically that when you come across that occasion and you get just the regular tool by itself and you don't get that stem that you attach to your Dremel tool, you'll have extras. Attach it to these. I got plenty of them. Screw the end on and so this is his old caboose, and right there you can see the difference where I polished one wheel with the rubberized polishing wheel, not polishing stone, and left the others with all that caked on original grime on there. Now you can use various cleaning products. Lionel sells a bunch of track cleaning gizmos and stuff. But when you get it caked on, 20 years worth of caked on stuff like that one there, this is the best way to do it. Let's do one real quick. Using your thumb, hold the wheel so it doesn't spin around on you. Kind of like a brake. Otherwise, it'll spin super fast along with this. And you think that's the way to go, but it's not the way to go. It'll clean it, but it's going to be spotty and bumpy because it jumps around. So use your thumb as a brake. Wear eye protection. Wear eye protection like I got on right now. See, we did it real fast and see how it jumped around and got spotty. That took way too long. But anyways, you start to see the difference. And the difference is very, very, very noticeable. And you're going to have a hell of a lot better running train for many years using these techniques. Now, once you get all that grime, caked on grime off, now you can start using those Lionel products or the different commercial products they sell specifically to maintain clean wheels and track on your Lionel layout. So you can use a brass wire brush wheel. It'll clean them pretty good. The problem is these things start self-destructing almost immediately. As soon as you turn on the power, all those brass bristles start to fly all over the place. Nothing you can do about that on this planet. So wear eye protection, because these will shoot into your eye. They'll shoot on your cheek, tip of your nose, your forehead. They'll go all over your workbench. It goes on the floor. You think you swept them up. 2 weeks later down the road, you're in bed with your honey. You're going to make your move so you can get very amorous. And next thing you know, something is stinging you on the left butt cheek. Well, one of these little bristles found itself onto your clothing and transferred over. And right when you were going to make the moves there, it reminded you that it was there. And try getting it out. Now you got to have your honey with a flashlight and some little... We're gonna exaggerate this a little bit. Now she's got to go in there like instead of being dressed up for the amorous lovemaking. Now she's got to go in there like a scientist with magnifying lenses and a bright light, and she's got to try and find that little guy and pick him off. Trust me. If you don't believe me about these little things, here's some examples of what I'm talking about. Those little brushes that are missing there, all those little bristles, guess what? They went somewhere. And what I was saying is kind of starting to make sense if you think about it. But let me see, what else can I show you guys? Oh, so that was that caboose. Speaking of cabooses, this thing is done. This thing is fantastic. So we're pretty much done. All we have to work on is a little thing I'll share with you on the locomotive. But here's a Lionel 3-rail old gauge caboose. Here's an old scale 2-rail caboose. And I had it out. I don't know how this thing found its way into the bathroom in the hallway, but it did. So I got it off the sink and brought it here. And look at that thing. All brass construction. Made in Korea. I believe these were made by Oriental. You got your beautiful lanterns on the rear. Gorgeous, gorgeous caboose. Or Challenger made them. One of those two. I have the original box here somewhere. I'll dig it out one day. Look at those caboose leaf spring trucks. So remember what I said. If you're going to start concentrating on this part of the hobby or whatever part of a hobby you're going to, and word of mouth gets around that you know how to fix or restore or do something special to them, you don't be surprised when all sorts of neat stuff starts coming across your workbench. It's going to happen. And it happens here all the time. Now, the reason I got... Here you go. The reason I have this German... Wait. Cabrón. Oh. Reason I got this German tank tread out, I used this in my review of the video that YouTube banned. And we're not supposed to glorify Nazism. And it's not, well, like I said earlier, this came from Ukraine. This is either off of a Panzer IV or a Panzer Stug, a Stug 3. Which one we'll never know, but I was going to use that in the I used it in the video, and I've used it in the past share with you guys. And just to give you an idea of reference, pretty cool. Now, if anybody has any idea how I can retard that rust, it's starting to get real crunchy and cruddy and pieces flake off of it. If anybody can give me an idea, I sure would love to hear what you guys have to say. Otherwise, I'll start searching around on the internet. But that's an actual German tank tread off of a Stug or a Panzer IV that we can surmise. It still has some lettering on it. I'd have to clean up some rust to kind of look at what that lettering is. But so you sure you want to get into this hobby? Let's bring up some more cool stuff here. Bear with me while I turn on the computer. Okay. All right, real quick. Here's something else. Talking about stuff that's going to come across your workbench. Better get rid of all this rust dust here. YouTube finds out, they're going to ban this video too. So what is it? It's a little tiny box. It was in Ed Campbell's collection. It says Sidam. Sidam used to make HO and O scale trolley kits out of tin sides and wood roofs and wood floors and stuff. This one is a model kit, HO. Doesn't say what, Duarte, California. So you're talking 1960s with this guy here. Late 50s through the 60s. Maybe very early 70s. I doubt it. But look at that. How cool is that? It says what it is there. I don't want to share with you guys the secret. What do you think this could be? It's about the size of my hand. Maybe about an inch tall. You ready? Let's check it out together. I don't know why I'm doing this, but when start your channel, guys. Start your little workbench. I'm filming with my cell phone. You guys can too. All you guys have cell phones, and they all film. You guys can have all sorts of fun, man. And it doesn't have to be a guy thing. You could be a housewife, and you're sharing what you have. And man, you know what? I've been playing my guitar, but what I do is I find these, and I'll use a term, and I don't, just for ease of making the conversations go along quickly. I'm going to say housewives or maybe these ladies who once upon a time when they were young they sang, but now older in life they decided to grab a guitar and turn on their phone and they're going to post a song they used to sing on YouTube. And I love watching those, man. So I grab my guitar and I kind of try and follow along so we kind of have like a duet type thing. But I love that they're doing that, and that's me doing this. And what's JPL Bound gonna come up with? JPL Bound, I saw the video you have on there, and that fascinating little video where you talk about an interesting subject. And all I can say about that is us as human beings, we're kind of idiots, because if there's something different or someone different, we have to focus negative attention to it. Human beings are idiots sometimes. And let's check it out. So we got here, look at that. Look at that. What we got here are little tiny HO passenger seats. And cardboard. I'm sure this cardboard is there for a reason. And that's exactly what it is. Back in the day, if you wanted something, you couldn't buy it. You had to build it. What floor plan there suits your railroading needs? Yeah, this was model railroading, or slot car racing, or model plane building, or this is how it was back in the day. Look how far we've come. So Amazing little finds here. And real quick, let me show you the problem with the Lionel engine, and then we will call it a day as far as this video is concerned. Well, it can't solve itself. Like that. Okie dokie. So we went ahead and replaced with a brand new Lionel, actual Lionel part from Lionel, reversing unit or lockout unit, whatever you want to call it. And we're having some weird issues where the engine doesn't want to run no more. And I read on there that there was problems with, you got to use thrust washers, and it's a problem that was well talked about on the internet. So I'm going to look into that, because I think what I'm having a problem with, and I'm pretty sure, is when you attach power, this whole armature here, if you attach it in one direction, see that gap there? Should be that much, but a gap is, you can see light behind it. See right there? That blue behind it, that's the background there. So that's fine. She'll run fine like that. But when you apply power the other way, the gear, the worm gear underneath, starts to climb up on the gear that runs across for the axles, and she'll climb up like a ladder, and she'll close that air gap, and she'll tighten, and she won't run. It seems like she's shorting, but she's not. She's jammed in place. So that's where I remember thrust washers and stuff like that. I'm going to look into it and explore and put some thrust washers in there. I'll start off with some styrene ones, and not springs, actual washers. Close that gap. And let's start it off right now. Very, very careful taking this thing off, because you'll break the little tabs and you'll have to order a new one. The good thing is Lionel kind of anticipated that and made this a very rubbery plastic with a lot of give. Whew. See what I mean? You'll bust those tabs right there. But that's what I'm talking about right there. Locomotive has power going one way, she works fine. You turn it the other way, this thing starts to turn, but it starts to climb those axles there. And then it climbs till there's no more room left, and now it's bound up. So we're gonna, and you could tell there's something going on, and we'll dick around with this a little bit, and we'll check the internet. There's a lot of way too much up and down. Here, see if I can do it like this. Hold on a second. There's way too much, way too much up and down travel there. So we're going to fix that. And I even came up with a little gizmo, a little piece of brass sheet with a brass tube going through there. Should hold everything nice and tight. I'm going to goof around with this, and then when I get closer, I figure it out. We'll videotape it. Hopefully we could put everything back together, wire it up, get it test running, film that last product, that last phase, and get it towards its rightful owner. So that's where we're at. Whew. What do you think? You sure you still want to do something like this? Are you sure? Well, let's put on our theme music. I kind of like that rock star video. We're going to use that as our theme music for this Lionel restoration project. It's like the bottom of the ninth, and I'm never gonna win this. Life hasn't turned out quite the way I want it to be. Tell me what you want. I want a brand new house on an episode of Cribs, and a bathroom I can play baseball in, and a king-size tub big enough for 10 plus me. So what you need? I'll need a credit card that's got no limit, and a big black chair with a bedroom in it. Gonna join the Mile High Club at 37,000 feet. Been done. I want a new tour bus full of old guitars, my star on Hollywood Boulevard. Somewhere between Cher and James Dean is fine for me. So how you gonna do it? I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name, 'cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop bosses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. Well, I'll stay skinny 'cause we just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the coolest bars in the VIP with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there, every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair, and well, hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. Hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. I wanna be great like Elvis without the tassels. Hire 8 bodyguards that love to beat up assholes. Sign a couple autographs so I can eat my meals. All right, thank you very much once again to David Hodges, XR600 Beats, John Chiavayo, Tom Scale Germany, Tom Scale Garage, and JPL Bound, and of course my brother, Staff Sergeant, currently serving out there with the rest of our boys and girls in the Middle East, currently stationed out there somewhere in where all the action's going on. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there, every playboy bunny with a bleached blonde hair, and we'll hide out in the private rooms with the latest dictionary of today's who's who. They'll get you anything with that evil smile. Everybody's got a drug dealer on speed dial. Well, hey, hey, I wanna be a rock star. You sure this is what you want to do? I say go for it. Get washed up.